Hello, members of PACE. My name is Mike Levin. I'm the CEO of Harlem Lacrosse, and I'm joining you today just to give you a brief update on the partnership that we've developed over the past little bit over a year and express our gratitude and just excitement about where we can go with it. So thank you to start. It was a little over a year ago that I visited the group in Boston. I had a wonderful time at the lunch that day. And after that time, we've done a few things to activate the partnership, which I think are have been quite impactful for us. First, Pace made a very generous contribution to cash contribution to our benefit last year, which was quite important for us. That event was very successful and set us up to weather what was a really difficult time, or a difficult, ended up being a very difficult year from a fundraising environment, quite well. So Harlem Lacrosse is emerging from that period stronger in part because of the support from PACE and other organizations like it. But I think even more important than the cash contribution has been some of the other ways that we've activated the partnership. So when we transitioned to virtual programming last March, one of the things that we decided to do was to engage our community of supporters to get a little bit more involved in our programming by offering guest speaker series for our kids. This was really the first program initiative that we've been able to simultaneously engage Harlem Lacrosse students from each of our 5 cities. And Mike Tolan was generous enough to visit us as one of our guest speakers. And we had over about 150 kids on the call that day from across the country. And it was timely because Mike's documentary series, The Last Dance, was airing on ESPN at the time, so the kids were super interested, but it just generated a really meaningful discussion and really valuable programming for us at Harlem Lacrosse. So that was maybe not something we anticipated when we started the partnership, but something that worked out really well. And more recently, we've been working with Mike and Pace Media Group around our virtual event this year. So unlike last year, we're not hosting an in-person event, but we are hosting a virtual fundraiser. And as part of that fundraiser, we wanted to produce a new promotional video. And so I reached out to Mike, who was great and very gracious to help me sort of conceptualize what I wanted to do with that project, and then also engage some people from his network to lend their support. So he's engaged. I'm told that he only goes by Smitty as and his company InSync to produce a sizzle reel for us, which is in production right now and is going to air as part of our event on December 3rd, which is really exciting. And Mike has also engaged some PR resources for us that are part of his network. So I think those are great examples of ways in which PACE can work with its partners. They're certainly advancing our mission quite a bit. And as I mentioned to Mike the other day, something like PR or marketing production is just something that an organization like ours is always going to be sort of chronically underinvested in, kind of by design. You know, we're not likely to ever invest a lot of resources in something like that, even though they would definitely have a lot of value for us, because we typically are trying to focus most of our resources directly on our students. So in that way, I think this has been a really perfect partnership where PACE is bringing something that, and PACE Media Group is bringing something that they really uniquely offer to us that fills a really important need for us. So very excited and grateful for all the support over the past year and a few months, and very excited to see where it goes from here. So thank you all for your participation and your support. Thank you.